What's going on, everybody? Jason here, and today I've got this 2022 Jeep Wagoneer Series 3. Also, if you enjoy these types of reviews, please be sure to hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button, as it does help out the channel and helps with the YouTube algorithm. With that being said, let's jump right into this 2022 Jeep Wagoneer Series 3 and see what it's all about. Starting things off with the trims that you can get with the Wagoneer, you can either get the Wagoneer Series 2 or you can get the Wagoneer Series 3, which you're looking at. And if you're curious on what the Wagoneer Series 2 looks like, I've done a review on that, so I'll link that up above. Check that out, and then you can also check this one out as well and compare the two. Now, when it comes to the standard safety features on the Series 3, you're going to be getting your active lane management system, adaptive cruise control with stop and go, blind spot rear cross path detection, full speed forward collision warning, park sense front and rear park assist with stop, and your pedestrian cyclist emergency braking. These are some amazing standard safety features, but if you do want to get more, there are other available safety features that you can get a part of a different package. Starting things off in front of this Wagoneer Series 3, you'll notice that it looks very impressive, because as you see on the bottom section of the bumper, you've got this massive chrome piece, and if you look right above that, you've got your grille opening along with your front sensors built right in, and another sensor in the front for all of your safety features. You've also got this nice chrome trim piece that goes around your fog lights to the other side, which looks nice and clean. Speaking of fog lights, these are your 5 reflector LED fog lights with cornering, and you can see just how unique they look. Further up into your grille area, you are gonna get a black grille with the chrome surrounding, and there's just tons of bits and pieces of chrome all along the exterior, and you'll even notice in the interior, but it doesn't look too flashy. It's just the right amount that they've chosen to put on this vehicle, and it actually suits it. So you've got your iconic 7-slot Jeep grille, and then you've got these beautiful front LED headlights, and the styling on these just complement the Wagoneer perfectly. And right above your grille, you've got this massive lettering that says Wagoneer. Coming over to the side of the Wagoneer, as you see, the Wagoneers look massive, and this is just like the Grand Wagoneers as well. They're both massive vehicles because these are 7 to 8 passenger vehicles. Even around your windows, you've got more of that chrome trim piece. As for your side mirrors, these will be your body color side mirrors. You can't tell on the black, but if it was a different color, you'll be able to tell right away. And even your side mirrors have this nice strip of chrome. You've also got your body color door handles, and then if you come down below, you've got your Wagoneer badging in chrome and another trim piece in chrome near the bottom of the doors. Also, because this Wagoneer has the premium Group 1 package, it also comes with your power running boards, which are very convenient, and they also tuck away so you can't even tell. As for these beautiful wheels, typically standard on the Wagoneers, you're gonna get 20-inch aluminum wheels, but a part of your premium Group 1 package, these will turn into your 22-inch aluminum wheels. And just the styling on these wheels make the Wagoneer pop. Some other standard features that come with the Wagoneer Series 3 is your anti-spin rear differential. You've also got your differential front axle with disconnect, your quadra-lift air suspension, which I'll touch on once we go inside, and your select terrain system, which I'll also touch on once we go inside. Coming to the rear of the Wagoneer, at the bottom, you've got more of your rear sensors, just like the front. You've got your hitch in the center there, covered away with the cover, so it looks nice and clean. And then you've got your typical badging for your Wagoneer, your Series 3, and all of that. But if you look further up, not only do you have this massive rear window, but again, you have the massive Wagoneer lettering. And as for these beautiful rear LED tail lights, just like the front headlights, these also look amazing and just fit perfectly with the body of the Wagoneer. Opening up the tailgate on the Wagoneer, now this is a hands-free power liftgate, which is very convenient, but as you can see, you've got a ton of room in here, even though this has a third row. And obviously, if you're not using the third row, you can fold these seats down and have even more room. And if you want even more room than that, you can even fold down the second row seats, so you can actually create unlimited amount of room in the back here. The only other things that you have back here is your power liftgate button, some grocery hooks, and your speaker back here. Now this is the upgraded sound system, which I'll touch on in a second. And on the other side, you have a 12-volt adapter, and then you have these 4 buttons. These are for your rear power folding seats. Yes, you can fold down the seats, the second row and the third row, by just a touch of a button. And these will fold not only down, but back up again as well. So it's very nice to have, especially if you have kids or if you have groceries in your hand and you need that extra space just in case. You just press a button and it folds down for you. And lifting up this section here at the bottom, this will have a little bit more storage area, or you can put your adjustable roof rail crossbars in here, which will be a part of your premium Group 1 package. Entering into the Wagoneer, you've got a pretty clean setup for the door trim. bottom. Near the bottom, you've got a decent amount of room to put small little stuff, and then even for your cup holder. You've got a speaker here and a speaker right above that, and this is the upgraded Macintosh speaker system. You've got leather on your handrest, and then you have this beautiful wood trim piece, which you'll notice throughout the whole interior cabin, along with these nice kind of satin chrome interior accent pieces. And also you'll notice a ton of gloss black inside as well. Starting off in the third row, even though you can have 3 people back here, you can still fit them pretty comfortably. And I'll show you in the second row, but these seats are your Napa leather seats, which are very comfortable. Also, for your third row passengers, you've got some cubby storage, you've got a cup holder area, venting back here. You've also got this button here that they can move the second row seats forwards and backwards so they can get in and out easily. You've also got your USB ports back here as well, and this is on both sides. Not only that, but because this Wagoneer has the premium group 1 package, you're gonna have a 3-panel sunroof, so even your third row passengers will get their very own sunroof. Now, coming into the second row, you'll notice right beside the seats on both sides, you'll have these 2 buttons, which is for power folding your seats. Also, if you do want to get access to the third row, you can either press the button up top here on the seat by the headrest, or you can do it manually by this little lever at the bottom. And these seats do move forwards and backwards, so you can adjust your leg room as well. But as for the second row seats, this vehicle is a 8-passenger setup, so you have the 3 seats in the second row as well. Or you can opt out and get the 7-passenger and then have a center section empty with your cup holder and stuff at the bottom. But like I was mentioning, these are your Napa leather seats, which are very comfortable, as you can see just by looking at them. Also standard, you're going to be getting your rear heated seats, which is a bonus, especially in winter. And as for behind the driver and passenger seat, these seats are leather, but behind them is this full plastic piece, but you do get 2 mat pockets for that additional storage. As for the rear center console area, you've got more of that beautiful shiny wood trim piece. You've got venting, you've got a ton of gloss black, and then you do have your rear heating and cooling buttons along with your heated seat buttons as well. You've got some storage underneath, and then you have a 115 volt plug along with USB ports and a 12 volt adapter. Coming into the front of the Wagoneer, it's exactly like the rear setup. You just have a little bit more gloss black in the front here, and then a little bit more room at the bottom along with your same cup holder. You've got your Macintosh speaker setup surrounded by that beautiful chrome finish. And typically with the Wagoneer Series 3, you're only going to get the Alpine 9 speaker system with the subwoofer, but because this has the premium group 1 package, that will upgrade you to the 19 speaker Macintosh sound system. You've got the same leather handrest along with your typical window controls, side mirror controls surrounded by gloss black, and then you have more of that nice shiny wood trim with more gloss black around your driver memory seat buttons, which is standard. As for these front seats, like I mentioned, these are your Napa leather seats, and your front seats, not only are they heated seats, but they're also ventilated seats as well, which come standard. And as for the interior, there's actually another color option that you can get. Either you can get this Napa leather black on black, or you can get the black with sea salt Napa leather. Also, for your front seats, these are your power adjustable seats, which just makes life so much easier. Underneath, nothing too crazy, just your foot pedals, and then on the left side, you do have your hood latch release. Above that, you do have your electronic parking brake as well. And further up, you have your typical lighting controls. You've got your front fog light controls, your light dimmers, and also standard with the Wagoneer Series 3, you will get your power adjustable pedals. Another nice standard feature that is with the Wagoneer Series 3 is that you'll get your power adjustable steering wheel. Now, as you enter into the Wagoneer, your whole dashboard is covered in this nice soft leather. You've got this nice design plastic area up front. You do have a heads-up display, which is standard with this, so that's definitely a nice thing to have because typically you would have to get some sort of different package, but this comes standard. As for your center gauge cluster, this is a fully digital gauge cluster, which is a plus, and it's a 10.25 gauge cluster, so you've got a ton of room in here. You've got nice ambient lighting on the sides, and as for the information on the screen, you can either have it set up like this or in an analog section. Just like pretty much any vehicle now, in your center screen here, you can also go through a bunch of different options that your vehicle comes with, so it can display all sorts of things. As for your steering wheel, this is a fully leather wrapped steering wheel, and you've got the badging at the bottom. It's also a heated steering wheel, and you've got more of that nice wood trim piece on there. On the left side of the steering wheel, you've got controls for your center gauge cluster, you've got your Bluetooth buttons, and then you have that center button there for your shortcuts, menus, and whatnot. In the middle here, you've got this nice Wagoneer lettering surrounded by chrome and the black insert. Over on the right side of the steering wheel, you've got your typical cruise control settings, adaptive cruise control, and then also you have your gear limit selector. Now over on the left side behind the steering wheel, you've got your typical controls for your indicators and your high beams, and over on the right side behind the steering wheel, you've got your front and rear windshield wiper controls and then your fluid as well. Not only do you have your typical engine start button, but it's also surrounded by a ton of gloss black, that satin chrome finish, and it's even covered in leather. Over on your center handrest console area, you've got your leather sections on the side, and then you have this beautiful shiny wood trim that goes across the whole center section. Opening up the top section here, you do have a little bit of room to put small little items, and you have USB ports inside, so if you want to charge some items, you can just put them in here. And opening up your second section here, as you see, you've got a ton of deep storage area, so you can fit a lot more stuff in here. In front of your center console area, if you go ahead and open up the first section, this will bring out your 2 cup holders for the front passengers. And then you have a ton more gloss black. On here, you'll have your rotary dial shifter. You've got your select terrain system for your off-road options. You've also got your air suspension options as well. And then you have your 4-wheel drive low and hill descent control buttons as well. Above your gear limit selector, you've got a few more buttons. You've got your auto stop start button, lane keep assist, traction control, your button for your parking sensors to turn them on and off, tow haul mode, and this vehicle also has the available front passenger interactive display, which this button is for to turn on and off the screen. And above that, if you open up this section as well, not only do you have a standard wireless charging pad in there, but you've got another 12-volt adapter, you've got more USB ports, aux cable port, and your HDMI port as well. Further up, you've got your typical heating and cooling buttons there, and then you have your beautiful 10.1-inch touchscreen surrounded by a ton of gloss black, and even on the side of the screen on both sides, you have your heated seat button, vented seat button, you can control the zoning of how you want the heating and cooling to come out, and your heated steering wheel button. Now, as for this touchscreen, this is the new Uconnect 5 system in here, so you can do a lot of new things in here compared to the older system. For example, on your homepage, if you press that My Pages section, you can add more pages. You can even change the layout of your home screen with a bunch of different options that come on this. Over on your media tab, here you've got your typical AM, FM, Sirius XM, but now with the Uconnect 5 system, you can wirelessly connect your Apple CarPlay or Google Android devices. Under your comfort section, here you've got your typical heating and cooling buttons, or you can use the actual ones down below. You also have access to your heated seats, vented seats, and heated steering wheel, which you can control on here or the side that I've shown you. And then you can also control the rear climate control from here as well. Over on your navigation section, you've got this nice, crisp, clean, responsive navigation. And now with the Uconnect 5, if you're low on fuel like this vehicle is, it'll also let you know about the gas stations around you. Under your phone section, you are now able to connect 2 phones at the same time. Moving over to the vehicle tab, under your controls, you can do a bunch of different things. You can dim your rear view mirror, you can fold the second row and your third row headrest, you can turn the passenger interactive screen on and off, you can deny the interactive screen permissions, you can access your power side steps, and even your rear view camera. You've also got a off-road section, so once you click on that tab and then press launch off-road pages, here you're able to see a bunch of different information about your Wagoneer. You've got your vehicle dynamics, so you can see your steering angle, transfer case, and whatnot. You've got your accessory gauges, and here you'll be able to see a bunch of different temperature gauges of your vehicle. You've also got your pitch and roll, which will let you know about the positioning of your vehicle. You've got your select terrain system. Now, depending on which mode you're in, the image that you see will change accordingly. And then finally, you do have your suspension section, which you can see what setting you're on, or you can look down below as well. And finally, under your app section, you've got a ton of different applications, some of them that I've already covered. You've also got Alexa built in now, and because this has your Macintosh sound system, you've also got a section for that, and it kind of looks pretty neat, kind of an old school vibe. And then you do have this section called Relax, which will bring out this nice video image, and the sound will be according to whatever you choose, because you do have a bunch of different options that you can go through. Also, the bar that you see at the top is a touch bar, so whatever you press will bring out a shortcut menu. Up top, nothing too special, just your dimmable rear view mirror, and on your console up above, you've got your tailgate open and close button, your interior dome lighting, assist and SOS, your sunroof controls, and then your sunshade controls as well. And just like I was mentioning, the 3-piece sunroof that this has, you've got a dual panoramic sunroof in the front and then one extra one at the back for the third row. Now, over on the passenger side, like I mentioned, this vehicle has the available front passenger interactive display. Once this is on, the driver cannot see this, only the passenger can, and you can do a bunch of different things on this. For example, on your homepage, you can access your audio, video, HDMI, your navigation, devices, and the vehicle cameras. You've also got a notifications tab and then a controls tab as well. Here, you're able to control the screen on and off option and even your screen brightness. You can wirelessly connect headphones, and this is any type of a headphone as long as it's wireless. And as for your glove department area, you've got a decent amount of room to fit whatever you can, or you can use the center console area like I've shown you. Now, as for what powers this Wagoneer Series 3, you've only got one option, and that's your 5.7 liter V8 engine with e-torque. As for the specs on this, you're going to be getting 392 horsepower with 404 foot-pound of torque. And also with the Hemi engine, it's going to give you towing capabilities of up to 10,000 pounds. You've also got this nice Wagoneer plaque letting you know where it's been designed, built, and an American flag. I wish for the Canadian market they put a Canadian flag, but it still looks nice. As for the key fob, this is the new key fob with the Grand Cherokee L's, the Wagoneer, Grand Wagoneer, and whatnot. You've got your unlock button, lock button, remote start. You can also lower your vehicle because of the air suspension, your tailgate open and close button, and your panic button. And on the rear of the key fob, you've got this nice Wagoneer lettering in chrome. And here is the window sticker for the 2022 Jeep Wagoneer Series 3. You've got your typical information about the vehicle, followed by the standard equipment. And as you can see, this comes with a ton of standard equipment already, followed by your optional equipment. Now, you can get a lot more, but this vehicle does not have as many options as you can really get. Then you've got your pricing at the bottom. Now, this is in Canadian dollars minus any dealer discounts or manufacturing discounts if they are being offered. Well, that does it for this 2022 Jeep Wagoneer Series 3. Let me know in the comments down below, do you love this or do you hate it?